Okay, so I'm going to introduce you quickly to 7 hacks for your Blackboard e-learning gradebook. To help you, I have 1 hack that helps you work specifically offline, or I guess 2 that help you work offline, and the rest are online. So here's the best hack. If you want to upload Excel grades, then you just need 2 columns, the username, which I have here is the net IDs, and then the actual grade column. And then it's pretty straightforward. You save as Unicode text.txt, so there's our save as, there we go. You're going to, in Blackboard, choose work offline and upload. You're going to submit, and this is what it's going to look like, so you can see a sample of the grades. And it will add this column. If it's titled test, that's the column it'll add. And then check your gradebook. Here it is, there's our test grade. So this is an easy thing to do if you want to record grades offline and then upload them online. Hooray! That's something a lot of people wonder about, and it's not that hard. Number 2, how to audit your gradebook. So if your numbers aren't adding up, sometimes you need to figure out what's currently in the gradebook. So the first step is to download your gradebook. A lot of us do this naturally. We download. Go to work offline, download, and then when you're downloading, you're going to press submit, press download. You may get, in Excel, you're going to open Excel. In Excel, you may get this warning. There sometimes are 2 warnings that say, oh my gosh, this doesn't match, it could be corrupted. Open it anyway. And then you're going to select the first row. So this is how you kind of audit your gradebook from our Blackboard assignment. Select the first row, right click and select copy or Control C, and then you're going to open a new workbook sheet. So down at the bottom, press the plus, create a new workbook sheet, and then right click and select transpose. And then what you can do is you should see all the scores here. This is everything that's in your gradebook. Select the significant elements, focus on them, and I just look at the score. I check my gradebook, check what's in here. Is this the number I need? And then I enter these numbers over to the side and I sum and say, is this what I was looking for? What's missing here? And look at the total number and say, okay, is my total actually reflecting what it should be reflecting? And then you can return to eLearning with a list. So you have your items, and you can kind of make your notes so that you can align your gradebook with what you want to do and what you want to achieve. So it's an easy way, my easy way of hacking the gradebook and making sure I can audit it carefully to make it match my syllabus. And then here's a best hack for arranging columns. Sometimes you want to group like with like and look only at specific columns. You go here to manage and then column organization. And you will see something like this, and you can arrange these columns. So you can show or hide them. So if you only want to look at certain things in your gradebook, you may. You can move them literally by clicking this kind of multi-directional navigational thing. You can literally kind of click on it and move it around. You can also put things in categories, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So how can you use categories? If you go to manage and you select categories, you can organize your assignments via categories. And if you want to create a weighted grade, that's an easy way to do it. So if you assign everything to a category, then you can create a weighted grade wherein you say, I want a total, and you can not only arrange everything by categories, using that column organization tool, you can arrange everything, put it in organization in order by categories, and it'll even do that automatically for you. Once you put things in their categories, you can say order by categories, and it will do that. But you can also say, okay, all my assignments are only 20% of the total. So the daily assignments that I collected are 20%. So if it doesn't matter if there are 30 daily assignments or 10, they're going to be 20% of the grade. So that's an easy way to hack this. You can submit your grades to Orion. So since you're going to have your grade book and it's going to be consistent and it's going to be in eLearning, why not just submit your grades to Orion from eLearning? So that will save time, it'll be consistent, you'll avoid errors. You don't need to enter grades one by one. You can just submit them all. Whatever is marked as your external grade will be the one submitted. Sometimes you want to hide a column from students, so maybe students submitted something and you want to keep it, but it is not actually featuring somehow in the final grade, and it might be confusing to students. Maybe you aren't counting attendance because everything's changed, but you want to keep their attendance, so maybe you just want to hide that column. You can hide from students and turn that on and off, and if it's hidden, you'll see this little red line through it. You can also set that external grade, so you can change your total grade column. So maybe your weighted grade should be the new total. That's fine. You can do that. Set as the external grade and maybe even hide the other grade so that it is no longer confusing to students. I hope that this has helped you. These are some easy hacks that will make your life a little easier. You probably already know all this, but if you didn't know how I do things, this is kind of how I work with eLearning.